Is there something like the testosterone flu? I have no idea. I've never heard of it myself. What's your opinion, Gil?
TRT and Hormone Optimization channel. I was on the channel before, so I've been following the channel, watching it every now and then, so be sure to check them out.
Consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, and you'll be on your way.
I keep reading about it, and the only thing that I could think of, excuse me, assuming that they're using a correct dose and form of administration, is anxiety. Because when people start a new we see this in the groups all the time. When people start a new medical protocol, especially coming from a point of weakness where they are feeling at their lowest point or close to their lowest point and they're seeking help, they're starting something with the great hope of feeling better. Naturally, there's going to come anxiety with that. Whether the anxiety is derived from a good possible outcome that they're seeking, or whether it is from fear or maybe anxiety of the administration methods, whatever that anxiety is, anxiety will weaken your body, and anxiety will cause you a chronic fatigue state to your immune system. All right. So these loads on your immune system are going to make you more susceptible to colds and flus and everything else. So you may feel, okay, the viral and bacterial and fungus that is all around us may impact you a lot more when you're stressed and anxious. So if you just started a new therapy protocol and you're literally feeling anxious about it, and then all of a sudden, maybe you had some night sweats as a result of your injection, and you wake up, and all of a sudden, 2 days later, you're feeling a sore throat, you're going to call it test flu. But at the end of the day, this is a compromised immune system. This is you looking for signs and symptoms of something you just started that may not otherwise be there if you weren't looking so hard. But now the mere fact that you're looking for them and you're anxious about it, you're bringing them into reality. I personally have never experienced any sort of a physiological sickness from hormones, nor have I seen it with people who we treat, because we have a long conversation. We ask them to lay out their fears and concerns. We try to comfort them. We try to alleviate that before they even begin. We try to not set false expectations of what you should experience and what that timeline should be. Okay, because, alleviating someone's concerns today by saying, look, in 2 weeks, you'll be great. What's going to happen in 2 weeks when you get that phone call and they're not great? You're going to have to relive it, and now you've lost confidence. So we try to be realistic. So I think if you outline a timeline that is realistic, you give real, measurable, and attainable results that you can discuss in advance, or at least goals to shoot for, I think the level of anxiety is going to be reduced to an extent. And I've not experienced this so-called test flu with patients that we've helped. But I do see people talk about it. And, it's one of those things where one guy posts about it with confidence and everyone jumps on the bandwagon. And it's like, oh, yeah, now that I think about it, I felt that too. A lot of this stuff is in your head. Did you legitimately come down with a fever of 103 and shakiness? I mean, the day after an injection, it's not likely. So I don't buy into this whole test flu nonsense. And again, we're talking about TRT here, right? This is a medically supervised replacement therapy. We're not talking about guys running, 2 grams a week of, 4 different compounds and then coming down with various ailments. We're talking about a medical protocol. I just haven't seen it, to be honest with you. Unless, of course, there's that anomaly that has an allergic reaction maybe to a carrier oil. That is possible. But I wouldn't pay any mind to the quote-unquote test flu as being a tangible thing that people need to be concerned with when they begin.
Okay, that's clear. Thank you, Gil.
You got it.
Consider becoming a channel member for exclusive features. On desktop, use the join button next to the subscribe. On mobile, use the join link in the description. Alright guys, well, do this next. Click on one of these thumbnails to learn a ton more about TRT and hormone optimization. Thanks.